Hello. 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 What's up, y'all? Hello, everybody. Welcome to what will most likely be like a 3-hour stream because after this, I gotta go get ready to go get new glasses. I gotta get new glasses, which I'm not too upset about because I've been putting this off for a long time. I've been finding loopholes because every time I go, it's so fucking expensive that it like removes a part of my soul. So I understand. I understand the game, and I understand that it's my turn to go to the glasses store and have the nice lady sell me the fucking mortgage of a lifetime. Yeah, the universe did give me a sign. Three glasses are broken. I'm reading chat. Well, it's just one of the hinges came off, so I'm wearing my glasses with one hinge, which makes them like a little bit crooked. How'd your glasses break? Well, it was 100% my fault. What happened was, I guess I was so tired when I went to bed that I just like didn't think about where I put them. So I just fucking, I guess I laid on them. So honestly, it's like all of this situation is, it was coming. You know, I was due this moment. So I'm not particularly upset. Um, just got to get a new prescription. Yeah, I'm gonna have him do. I'm gonna have him do a little checkup on me. I'm gonna have him do a little checkup on me. Um, I feel like it'll probably be a little bit worse. It's been a while since I've had one done because I've been just like, I just kind of hate the whole process, to be honest. Maybe you'll be legally blind. I'm pretty sure I already am legally blind. My prescription's like minus 8.5. I got really bad vision. If like I was literally thinking like when they broke, I was like, well, at least it was the hinge. Because if it was like in the middle, I would have literally like had to call someone and be like, I need help because I like can't see anything without my glasses. So I can't just like go and get a prescription. You know what I mean? I can't go to the glasses store by myself because I literally can't see. But because it's wait, that's scary AF. Girl, get two pairs. Okay, let me put it in perspective how much it costs for me to get one pair. Last time I got glasses, it ran me like 400 euros. It ran me 400 euros. I'm not going to get two pairs. Fuck that. With insurance or without, we don't do insurance here, and glasses are not covered. So you just kind of pay for it. Because we have like a public healthcare system, but they kind of laugh at you. They don't really care about you if you need glasses.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
Here is my contribution for the glasses fund Aksel cap.
Hey, thank you. And Tyler, thank you for the 5 gifted as well. I appreciate that. Lucy Gwen, thank you for the tier 1. You guys' contributions are going to the new glasses fund to help a blind man see. So expensive. I just had to get new prescription sunglasses and glasses. Yeah, and with my prescription too, you have to get the lenses you have to get are more expensive unless you want like really, really thick lenses where you look like you're wearing bottle caps. You have to get like a special index so that they're thinner, which means they're more expensive. Which also means I'm gonna have to walk around for probably like a week or two with my one hinge. And that's so fucking embarrassing. Quabi 2, thank you for the raid. Meg Angeline, thank you for the tier 2. All of the money earned today is going to contribute to my glasses fund. My awesome glasses fund. Amygdala, thank you. My dad super glued his glasses when he snapped the arm in half. Okay, so here's the thing is, I'll admit it, I already broke my glasses once. These are my backup pair. And I refused to go get new ones because I was like, I just got these. I just spent like 300 fucking euros or 400 euros or whatever it was on this pair. I'm taking a stand. I'm not going into the big glasses store and paying for them again. So then I tried gluing those and I realized, I guess because like, it depends on the kind of glasses you have. I feel like these would probably be easier to glue. But since the ones I had like, they were kind of like way thinner. So they had, you got to get online ones. They're way cheaper. I don't trust online ones, especially for a prescription like mine. People that have my prescription, they've tried it before, getting like online ones. And there's like a too big of a chance that they're not happy. Plus my lenses are still going to be expensive. It's not really even the frames that are expensive, it's the lenses. The frames are expensive too, but this is like something that you don't really want to. But I am kind of excited because I'm gonna get new frames. I think I'm gonna try to get. I don't know. I'm gonna sit in the stores for like an hour and try on different ones, which like it's kind of been due. I've been kind of due a little refresher. But then, yeah, every time I go to get my eyes checked, it's like I have to go through the humiliation ritual of having to admit that I've been avoiding getting my eyes checked again. Oh, Dez, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Thank you so much. So then the lady's like doing my eye check, and she's like, "When's the last time you got them checked?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to say, it's embarrassing." And then she'll be like, "Oh, you got to get them checked more often." And I'm like, "Yo, I know, you're right." I hate trying on glasses because I think I look good and then I get them and my eyes are so small. Yeah, that's a really annoying part. You honestly have no fucking idea what the glasses will actually look like by the time that they put the lenses in. Because you're like trying on all these different glasses and you got to take like a picture of them with your phone because you can't really tell. with your useless fucking eyes. And then the thing happens where, like, you know, maybe it'll take like a week or two to get your glasses. And in that time, you almost kind of forget what glasses you got. I mean, you can look at the picture or whatever, but you kind of forget. So then you get told, hey, your glasses are ready. So you go pick them up and you're like, what the fuck? I don't remember getting these glasses. I tell everyone to get LASIK if it wasn't so expensive. You know, LASIK always creates a very intriguing discourse in this chat where some people don't trust it. As someone that, like, legitimately can't fucking see at all, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's something I'm considering, and now that I'm getting my eyes checked again, I think I'll be like moving towards it. Maybe get it checked to see if I'm eligible. Getting new glasses frames freaks me out because I feel like a different person when I look in the mirror for a few weeks. Yeah, it's kind of like a. I do kind of hate. I'm just like, I hate everything about it. I don't like contacts. I have like really jumpy eyes. Whenever I've had like longer periods where I've tried contacts, I'm just like not happy with them. Um, and then I get new glasses, and I just like hate. I hate the way that the lenses look. I hate them every time. It's like so like. I think the reason why I stuck with these glasses was because I was like, oh, they look pretty good. Like the lenses in them look pretty good. They were like a teeny tiny bit weaker than what I was supposed to have, but I was like, you know what, they look pretty good. But then I know when I get these glasses, bro, it's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be annoying as fuck. There's extra moist contacts you can get. Oh, believe me, I've spent hours in the back room. I've spent hours in the back room with the contact lenses lady. we've talked about the game plan up and down, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I hate that I think I don't look good without my glasses. I mean, I think a part of it is just like not being used to the way you look without your glasses. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's a huge change. Not only because I mean the frames are like a big part of the structure of your face, but also I mean depending on your prescription, it also changes the size of your eyes. So it's like I think it's just about like getting used to it. Who knows, man? Maybe if I hate my new glasses, it'll really make me start using contacts. So I need to like pull out like all the tech to maximize how my glasses look. I need to fucking perfectly I think rounder ones fit me a lot better than uh fucking any sort of like square situation. And also smaller ones rather than bigger ones. Bigger ones do not work on me because of my prescription. They look crazy. Um Bring a very blunt friend with you to the eye doctor to tell you how the frames look. You need big ass blocky glasses? Oh, hell no. How fucked up are your eyes without glasses? Wait, let me do a face reveal first. So you guys can see. This is. Look at this shit, bro. I look like I'm some kind of like fucking. I don't have a fucking hinge, man. I can't go outside like this. I think I'm gonna have to spend the next like 2 weeks inside of my house. Like that's fucking awesome. Literally hanging on by a thread. Magic glasses. No, it is. Yeah, I am. It is like a. I literally do look like my me now. Draw a line on the side of your face so it looks like it's not broken. Wait, let me see if I can find a video to show you guys how I see without what I see without glasses.
Lots of us wish.
I don't really understand this American system of like 20/20 vision. Can I be honest? I don't know if I've ever been told if my vision is like 20/20 or some shit. We just go by like the minuses and pluses and whatever. Like I don't know what the fuck. It's crazy like cavemen didn't have glasses. No, literally, if I was born in a time before glasses, I'd just be blind. Like I can see like really close. Like if I don't have my glasses on, I need to look at my phone. I gotta hold it like this.
White people be like,
HP laser jet printer. Thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. And Odez, thank you again for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. That's why they saw angels and Jesus and stuff. Oh, dude, I want to see angels and Jesus and stuff. But it's like whatever. I'm not as upset as I am usually about having to get new glasses because I've put it off for so long that I'm like whatever. This is my tax. Can we all take turns trying your glasses on? You know, every time someone tries my glasses on, the same thing happens. Every single time. Where they go, Jesus, and they take it off immediately. Because I think it's like, if you're not used to it, then I think it's like, it's like really uncomfortable. Chatters who are blind as fuck, no. Yeah. Yeah, they make people dizzy and shit. Because they're just like, they're not built like us. It's the truth of it. They're not built like us, man. They can't take it like us. I mean, honestly, this like no hinge look, I feel like people are gonna come into the stream, they're gonna be like, how are his glasses on? So maybe this is the move. Maybe I actually should cancel my appointment. Nah, just joking. I joined late and didn't see the stream title. I mean, the headphones kind of help. The headphones kind of keep them in place. Try living with a huge fat butt, bro. Dude, can't imagine, man. Can't imagine. I'm so sorry to hear that. Just glue them onto your nose. And I'm like, I feel like then I'm like committing to these glasses for the rest of my life. Bro has a 2020 butt. I wouldn't have noticed the no arms if I didn't know you broke your glasses. I should have done like a thing where I went live and I just didn't say anything. I refused to acknowledge the elephant in the room. So I feel like, yeah, this stream's not gonna be too long because I gotta get like ready. I'm literally, I booked an appointment for frame one. Frame one, as soon as the fucking place opens, I'm in there, bro. I'm in that shit. How much are your glasses gonna cost? Well, the thing is it's been a few years. Last time I think it was like 370 something euros. And the country's gone a lot more expensive since then. So I'm bracing for impact. Bracing for impact regarding this. If you want to use my insurance, you can. Yeah, I'd love to go to the glasses store and be like, do you guys accept this presumably American insurance? And they're going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Why is it so expensive? Well, number one, okay, here's the thing is, the glasses frames industry is a huge scam because it's a monopoly. It's like owned by like all the different companies are owned by like one company. So it's all like a big fucking joke. And there's like cheaper alternatives online. But I'm going to say it. Most people I know that get their fucking frames from like these cheaper alternatives online, they have to get new glasses every year because their frames break. My frames are usually pretty expensive, but I won't lie, they take a beating. They take a beating because there are many, I feel like, admittedly, I'm also like I'm not very kind. I'm not very kind to my glasses. So, they last a lot longer than they should. Pretty much. Wait, what day is it? Oh, it's a Friday. Oh, that's good because you know what? Here's the positive. It's Friday morning. I don't know if it's spring break, but I hate going to the mall during the weekend when there's just like a bunch of fucking teenagers everywhere. Not to sound like an old man, but I just really fucking hate it. They just take up the whole fucking. They're everywhere. They take up every part of the fucking mall. So this means that they're all going to be at school. Are they mean to you? No, I've never. I don't. They've never been mean to me, but it's just something like where it's like, I don't know. They look mean. They look mean, so you don't really want to be near them. Summer is worse because it's every day. Yeah, and then like everyone's talking about like, oh, fucking malls are dying. Kids don't care about malls anymore. Like the fuck, I swear to God, all they do is fucking sit in a mall. They're gonna laugh at your glasses. I'm literally gonna like, Oh my god! And then I try to like chase after them, and my glasses fall off, and I can't see. So embarrassing. Not here, lol. We went to Walmart to hang out. I won't lie, that is a deeply American thing to be like, well, actually, it's different. It's a Walmart. Considering that Walmarts basically fucking operate like a mall because they have like all that different shit in there. I mean, y'all's fucking grocery stores have like a Starbucks in the middle of it. It used to be cool to go to Walmart on Black Friday as a teenager and just stand there. I mean, I did, you know, I won't lie, like the hanging out at a mall, it's not like exclusively an American idea. Like I did it too when I was a kid. Me and my friends would just go like sit by the fountain in the mall. Because it's like, I don't know, it's like the one place where a man wouldn't come up to you and say that you're loitering. You're a loitering piece of shit. That's all like parks and shit. But then if it's like the summer, then sometimes you don't want to be in the sun. Did you ever watch 16? That's all they did. No, 16. I don't know if I've ever even heard of that. When you had enough money to buy something cool and your friend was there to witness it. That's true. The issue with the mall is that it's gross and falling apart. We went to Walmart because it was clean and had Hot Wheels. We had a skating rink that would do all-nighters for middle school / high schoolers with next to no supervision on Saturday nights. One of my local malls as a kid had a ice skating rink. So you could get like you could get a hot cocoa and sit there and watch like people that didn't know how to ice skate try to ice skate. It was like pretty prime people watching. Oh, the most annoying thing is like I had like the whole day planned out where I was not gonna leave my house. That's like another like an annoying thing where I'm like I was so excited to just not leave my house today. And now I have to. Life is horrible. There's a mall with an ice rink in San Diego. You just see rich people falling on their ass. That's fucking lit. That's what it's about, man. Wait, I need to find like virtual try on glasses. Let's try on some glasses, man. Let's see what works on me. I hope it lets me take a picture because if I need to take my glasses off, then I can't see. I can't see it. Are you a resident of either Illinois or Washington? I'm not. Ah, fuck, it's not. Okay. Here's the thing, guys. You guys need to tell me if it looks good. Hold on. No. Oh, wait. I can do OBS virtual camera. Well, that doesn't really... It doesn't matter. Use my normal. There we go. Allow. Fuck off. What? I just Hello? What are you doing? Okay, great. Now I've like permanently blocked access to my camera. The fuck? Okay, I'm trying a different website. We buying glasses? No, I'm buying them in person later, but just figured it would be fun to try this out. Wait. Yeah. You can put my face into a database. I don't care. Okay. Okay. Can you see me? Is it guys, what is it doing? What is it telling me to do? Oh, guys, do these look good? I can't tell. Wait, hold on. I'm going to take a screenshot so it freezes the monitor and I can put my glasses on. My screenshot button isn't working. Okay. Ew. No, those will not do. No, we need like uh oh, not too round though. I don't like glasses that are like too round, you know what I mean? Ooh, that's kind of a smart look. Hold on. Well, come on, man. What is it? What is that? What is that at the bottom? What do you guys think? Knob. I don't like the color. You look 10 years younger. The color is ugly. Need help. Bro, I can barely see the text. Hold on, I need to see what screenshot. Ew. Ew, those are fucking disgusting. No, they need to be darker. I don't want any of this fucking crazy shit. Let's do these. These look quite big, maybe. I don't know. We're aiming for smaller. Wait, it was green? Bro, I literally can't even see that I have glasses on my face. It doesn't look like I have glasses on my face. Lol. Not the worst. Those are epic. Not bad. Let me take a look. Okay, that's the thing though is wait. Specialty lenses? Wait, oh my god, bro. Wait, it's getting rid of my glasses. I have my glasses on. It got rid. What is it doing to my face? It's giving Erica Kirk. What the fuck are you talking about? It's giving Erica Kirk. Mind you, there's an upload photo option right there. Wait, there is? What? What does this arrow mean? Like, wait, let me upload photo. Try on our glasses with a photo. Well, fuck, I don't have a photo. That looks pretty good. Please, a different photo. Hold on. Stop playing. I'm not playing. Oh my god, wait. Guys, imagine I get these ones. Hold on. Oh no, I lost them. Choose a picture. Wait. Guys, what if I get these ones? Wouldn't that be so fucking silly of me? Can you try on these glasses that I own? Photo mode. Okay, hold on.
Botti Helsure.
Kayak Lamau, thank you for the 61 months. Allow. What? Do I need to get closer or further away? I don't understand what this arrow wants from me. Get closer? Oh, I need to remove my glasses. What do you guys think? Keep in mind, these are chatter's glasses, okay? Someone in this chat right now is reading your chat messages with these glasses. They look better on me than you. Pervert glasses, I don't care. Those frames too thin for... Nah, because they can work magic nowadays. With the indexes, if you get a high index lens, then there's really no fucking frames that they can stop you from getting. Although the shape is very important, and those wouldn't work for me. They're too wide. I can't do those because then like half of my face will just be a hole. Try mine on. Is there a try on virtually?
White people be like,
Time to get meta glasses.
Hell no, those are pervert glasses. Okay. Where am I? I didn't fart, bro. It was my mic arm. Where's my... Why is this website not detecting my camera? Ah, shit. Oh, here we go. Wait, what happened to my webcam? Yeah, I don't know why this website... this website can't even detect my camera for some reason. Wait. But these... Is my webcam broken? Don't fucking... What the hell's going on? Oh, wait, do I have it? First glasses, now webcam. Everything with any sort of sight in my life, I'm losing. Oh, bro, it's like not detecting my camera anymore. So after you click that access thing on the website, yeah, but then I close everything. It's different website now. What the hell, man? Might be a setting thing on the browser. No, because it's not even working in my OBS now. These fucking assholes broke into my webcam and broke it. Try on my glasses. Please work. Allow. Wait. Hold on. Something is like using my webcam. But what is it? Fun's over? Dude. Well, I need to get my webcam back now. I took your cam. I'm looking at you right now. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, it's actually cooked. Oh god. My webcam. Glasses gone, webcam gone, Tamagotchi life demo gone. Everything is gone, guys. They've taken it all from us. They've taken it all. Hold on. Let me like Google a picture of myself to put on stream while this is happening so you guys have something to look at. There you go. There you go. Something to remember me by. That is just a lovely photo of you. Thank you. Whose hand is that? It's mine. It's my hand. I can't even get access to my. I can't get the cap off. I can't get access to my snooze. Please give me access to my webcam. Bro, one of these websites just like completely hijacked control of my webcam and they won't give it up and I can't find. There's usually like a thing. Wait, privacy and security. Camera. Let apps access your camera. Just bring back the bald VTuber thing. No, that was a different computer. You guys, some of you guys will be happy to learn that I don't have that anymore. I don't have it. It's gone. Wait, why does my feedback hub need access to my camera? The fuck, Microsoft? What are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Are you doing real-time facial analysis to determine how much I enjoy using your operating system? Fuck you. Okay, did that do anything? Guys, what the hell's going on? This looks like an obituary photo. Look at this. We are actually. We stream on Twitch. We fight for the gifties. I don't know. I wasn't gonna drink tonight. See what this is. See what's happened. Okay, I'm gonna unplug and replug my camera. Give me 1 second. I need to crawl under my desk. Give me 1 second. Let's have a moment of silence for me while I do this. Okay, so that happens. That happens when I get on my floor. Is my glasses fall off of my face, and then I'm on the floor like literally Velma being like, "Where are my glasses?" Oh my god.
White people be like,
Wait, now I need to readjust my settings. Tungsten Towns, thank you for contributing to the new glasses fund. Oh. Oh my god, dude. This is probably gonna happen when I'm in public too. I'll lean down to look at something and then my glasses will fall off. Snaily69, thank you so much. Grumweld, thank you. Anyways, it's probably gonna break it again, but whoa. Whoa, Cap! Thank you for the 10 gifted! Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. I appreciate it. No, hold on. I broke it on purpose. It's gone on purpose. Okay, here we go. Oh, what is it saying? Bro, I can already tell these look fucking ridiculous. Hold on, I gotta take a picture.
Why you got necklace?
I can't. What? Oh my god. Ew. You look like a nerd. They're so bad. I just pulled them up because I was like, yo, these are the fucking Jack Antonoff glasses. Please, I have those glasses. Yeah, you guys gotta watch out, man. Okay, there's a bunch of blind people like myself in chat, and they could be wearing any of these glasses. Sorry, nerds are cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we believe you, buddy. After the absolute hate and harassment that you put in the chat. Ooh, these look like they could be cute. Keep them on. Oh, they told me to keep my glasses on. What? They got rid of my eyebrows.
White people be like,
They turned you into Billy Corgan? Oh, wait. I'm gonna look really cool with these. Oh. I'm in it. Oh. What do you mean don't move? I was out of the frame when you told me to do that. Oh my goodness. Oh, well. Oh yeah. Bleed purple, baby.
So many necklace.
Bleed
Why
purple.
you got necklace?
I'm a Twitch partner and proud. 12 hours a day, I broadcast my soul, my being. Why did they make the glasses crooked? Like, what's up with that? Let's go to like page 9. Let's get like a real deep cut. Ooh. Like, what is that arrow? What? It's in the target, bro. What the? I actually own these glasses. They're like kind of good actually. With my prescription, dude, these would be so bad because my fucking there would be like a hole in the side of my face that would go like over to this point, and then the bottom would be like, I don't know, it's a nightmare. But these are good. These are cool. Not for my blind ass though. They don't let me do anything nowadays. What the fuck are these, bro? So you? So pronouns and sexuality. Oh, he'd run a burger joint like the Navy. Fuck, I don't know what this is. 39. What does that do? These will never break. Wait, these would have me fucking protected. This is actually kind of badass. Those are for kids that wear leash backpacks. Jesus. Wait. These are actually kind of good looking. What if I just get one pair of glasses and I get prescription sunglasses and I just wear those all the time? That would be kind of badass. You'd fit right in the Boogie Nights universe with those. Do you get those transitional lenses? Dude, I hate transitional lenses. Customer photos. Wait, he's got that shit on, dude. My Neanderthal eyebrows too big. Great product, very robust and comfortable. Just my fat Neanderthal brow doesn't like the hard rubber on the inside top right contact point. I'm positive it's a me problem, though, not a general problem, so I do recommend them. These are cute. I agree. Oh, please. Yeah, these are too wide for my face. Wait, I'm sorry, but this is very funny. What? My struggle is funny to you? How fucking dare you? Maybe the kids section has some lit options. Oh, Jesus. Face scan makes your eyes look close. It's so insane to look at. Wow, they have a lot of options. Wait. Oh, pretty good. I hate what it does to my eyebrows. Like, why is my eyebrow just on the side of my face? I do look like someone just fucked my shit up. Excuse me. Strike a pose. uh well, I guess I gotta, we'll see what I. Oh, great. Now it's like. It'll be a surprise to all. What if I like try to sabotage my life for fun and I get like the worst pair of glasses that I can find? Can you tape the arm back on? I just think it's kind of hard to do that and have your glasses sit straight. You know what I mean? Aren't you rich? Can't you just buy a bunch of glasses? Oh, that's funny. You think I'm rich. What the fuck are these? Okay, hold on. Last ones. These ones I gotta see with my own eyes. They're so big. Oh my god, it worked. I got them off my face. Ah, shit. Oh my god, it's really falling apart now. What if I go to the glasses store and I'm like, I start crying? Do you think they'll give me free things if I start crying and I go like, oh? That's what I did. You have to beg and plead. A free ass kicking? What do you mean? They would kick my ass? After I've lost my sight, my vision, one of the most important senses, one of the most, like, critical ways to get around in this world. They're gonna kick my ass. I know someone who was killed for doing that. Maybe I just cancel my appointment and I try to navigate the world like this. Oh my god. Be a trendsetter. I ran out of contacts for like 2 weeks and I became a mole. Maybe they'll try to fucking fix my glasses. I mean, they can't fix it, but maybe they'll be like, "Oh, we can give you a temporary solution." Maybe they'll do that. You could just get the same frames. Well, I don't want the same frames, to be honest. It's time for like a new me. It's time for a new version of me. It's time to find my place in this world with a new way that I present myself. Wire frames are in. Dude, this reminds me of when I'd go shopping with my mom and she'd be like, well, this is so in right now. And it would be something that was in 5 years ago. But I do think, yeah, I want like kind of smaller glasses. What about the circle glasses, double monocle looks? Well, I'm a big fan of having hinges. I would just like, it would be cool because I'm down to get new glasses. But it would be cool if they were like, we can figure, we can, you know, we can put the hinge back on for a second. God, I just wish I had normal vision. All right, I'm gonna wish upon a shooting star tonight, and wish that I wake up with normal vision. Laser surgery stream. Oh, wait. Would any of you guys be down to perform laser surgery on me? Okay, the thing is laser surgery is expensive. But if I eventually do decide to get it, it will actually save me money in the long run because of how expensive my glasses are. Then you get the side effect pain that's so awful it makes you want to kill yourself. Well, I don't really, I don't want to, I'm not going to do that. I thought you were talking about laser hair removal. No, this is, I'm not really. Laser hair removal is fire. Could I do it on my eyebrows? Could I get my eyebrows permanently moved? Or it's not like permanent, right? How long is it? How long is laser? How long do you get? It's permanent over time. Your hair's not dark enough. What? It just has to be black? Like, what do you mean it's not dark enough? Black or brown? Your eyebrows are kind of light. Couldn't get laser because my body hair is too light. Well, my body hair is like black pretty much. I won't even lie. But I don't really care about. I'll attack anyone who tries to remove my chest hair. That's all I have. If you come to Wisconsin, I can get you 50% off a pair of glasses where I work. Wait, that would actually make a lot of financial sense because the plane ticket would make it probably, 4 times the price. Which that's kind of crazy that's how expensive it is. Your glasses not having the things on the side kind of makes you look like a me. Well, yeah, maybe I did this to prove a point. When you guys were like, "Oh, you fucking made the worst me of yourself." This is for like a better comparison. Bro, why can't I still see that emote? I still don't know what that is. It's a picture of your actual face. It's pretty good. You should watch Prezzo's reaction. I like it, but I wish the videos were more brief like it was for the Japan series. CPM must be going crazy, though. They must be fucking raking it in. Time is your glasses appointment? I think it's like 11. 11 a.m. Are you crying? Yeah, I'm crying right now. Don't cry. I'm sorry, guys. I just, I can't believe my glasses. My glasses broke. This is so sad. Oh yeah, yeah. Not joking. Cry if you want to. Okay. Well, I'm not crying, so the music isn't helping. Well, I'm not. I'm not crying, guys. Trying to keep my glasses on my face. When a streamer cries, we all cry. It's okay, man. Well, I'm not crying. Man up, then. Well, I am manned up. I'm manned up. I'm not crying. If I was a little man, I would do my part to keep your glasses on your face, but only if you had hair. So that means like nothing. I lost my glasses last week. Oh. Oh, I hope it's not like 2 weeks. I'm sorry to keep harping on about this, but I hope it doesn't take like 2 weeks. Meet Aphex Twin and party with them for a few hours. Or have dinner with Tyler the Creator for 500k. They, them, Aphex Twin. I mean, here's the thing is, I don't really, like... I'm not really taking the dinner with Tyler the Creator because I really want to have dinner with him that bad. I would just love to have 500k. Or do I have to pay the 500k? Or am I getting paid? If I'm getting paid... Thought Aphex Twin was a group? No, it's one man. No, you're getting paid? Well, then who wouldn't take the dinner with Tyler the Creator for 500k? Right? I think if you walk in with your broken glasses, they will feel bad. Wait. New idea I just got. Because usually they have like, you know, they got like glass windows, big glass windows, and then the door. I'm going to walk into the glass window. Like really hard, so my nose starts bleeding. I'm going to walk in and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just can't see. I can't see. That'll be good, right? That'll be good. Free party with Aphex Twin or pay 500k to have dinner with Tyler the Creator. Like, do you think I have 500k? I'm not fucking... Hell no, bro. Even if I was like a billionaire, I would say I'm just gonna party with Aphex Twin. Does anyone in chat have 500k? I'm being serious. Guys, put one in chat if you have 500k in your bank account. And watch. Liars. Liars. You got paid like 55k last night from Twitch. Nah. I'm okay. I live a comfortable life. I was rich when I was like 20 and during quarantine. But I spent all of that money on living a lit life, and I don't regret a second of it. I don't regret even a moment of all the things that I spent that money on. I spent mine on food and gambling and traveling. Yeah, I think a lot of mine went towards traveling. I leech off my parents, but it's chill. I think that's chill. I think that's chill.
White people be like,
I wish you well forever, Aksually.
Thank you, Angel's Pulse. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 40 months. I like cheese cats. Thank you for the 20 months. Money is temporary, afterlife is eternal. I've just always hated um I've hated like the rich people mentality where I don't know, they live in like this insane paranoia. And some of them didn't even, cuz sometimes, you know, people like grow up poor or whatever, and then they when they get money, they just like don't want to do anything with it cuz they're so scared of losing it. Um but I kind of hate there's a lot of like little anxieties that people develop about life where it feels like they're not even living it even though they have the tools to. You know what I mean? Um so like a lot of rich people who just like, you know, they either like fucking throw all their money in an investment or they just like let it sit in their bank account, which according to their advice is really really bad. But like they don't want to spend any of their money. They don't want to put it back in the economy. Fucking help us. um and it's also like another thing I noticed this about was, well, number one, like sunscreen is obviously really important. Just for like, you know, you don't want to get like skin cancer. You know what I mean? But then some people, when they talk about like anti-aging, the way they talk about it, I'm like, you're resorting to methods where I feel like you're not even like living, you're kind of like really restricting your youth. Just at the fear of like, you don't want to look old one day. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like such a waste of time in my opinion. Like we need to somehow, I don't know how we can do this because this feels like it's so like baked into society at this point, but we need to get to a point where like everybody stops fucking freaking out about some wrinkles. Because I mean, if you're lucky, you're gonna live to be old. And I mean, I don't know if like all of these like insane steps that you sometimes want to take to avoid looking old is worth like the compliment you'll get maybe once a day being like, wow, you look really good for your age. Thank you, fat lesbian stoner. Is it people being scared of looking old or like just scared of dying? I mean, I think it's both, but I think people don't want to look old. I think it's, I mean, I really think a lot of it comes from, I mean, there's obviously like all of, you know, it's like it's a very like deeply layered situation where like the brain worms are cooked so deeply in that there's like 100 different causes why we freak out so much about it. But I mean, I guess like celebrities don't help, you know, because there's a lot of celebrities that I think like frame one will resort to any sort of procedure to stop them from looking old, and then like the average man or woman will look at it and be like, "Whoa." Mostly women, I guess, though. It's definitely harder on women. 11-year-olds are using retinol products. What the hell is that? Like, I'm okay with like I'm okay with looking old eventually. I'm fine with it. I don't really care. I don't really give a fucking shit, to be honest. It's for anti-aging. Damn. Skincare product obsession in young girls is crazy. It is like I don't really know what to do about it cuz it's not like a thing where I think you fix it by going up to people and saying, "You fucking asshole." Don't fucking get Botox, you fucking piece of
White people be
shit.
like,
You're a part of the
Power
fucking
out
problem.
all
You know,
around,
that's not
never
really like a
got
solution.
stream working again, Jakes.
But like we need to like, I don't know, somehow we need to work towards a position where people don't really consider it. Addie, thank you. Thanks for the 30 months. a get ready with me skincare playset for kids instead of kitchen playsets, etc. sent me crazy recently. Wait, that's a thing? That's crazy. Imagine being a prehistoric person with little to no access to mirrors, let alone pictures aside from natural features like water. That is true. Looking at your reflection in the water and being like, oh my god, why does my face look all wavy and droopy, and why is it moving around? What's going on with me? I think, this is something that I've talked about before, but like the position that I reached with it was I refused to do anything like that because I think when I was a teenager, I hated my appearance so much. It was like actually, it was really hard on me. Like I didn't want to be in any pictures. There were a lot of days where like I didn't even want to go outside because I was like, oh, I'm so fucking ugly. And there were all these like features that I like pinpointed in myself where I was like, oh, this is shit. This is bad. And now I'm like pretty okay with it. So I'm like, I refuse to do anything. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get a hair transplant. I'm not going to get braces. I'm not going to do any of it. I refuse. I need to live life as I was put on this earth. I guess the only thing sometimes where it was just like glasses. I'm like, laser surgery sounds nice, but like, that's like kind of different because I can't see. Can't see, bro. Just can't really bring myself to care about it. I'm too broken. I just don't gaff. LASIK will fuck your eyes up in the long run. I'm not doing the LASIK conversation again. Next conversation. I've done this 25 times in my chat. Sorry, damn. No, it's all right. I just like I've seen I've had the privilege of talking to 1,000 people about it. I've seen every I've seen every viewpoint in the world. Who has the money for all those damn procedures? I mean, some of them are rich, but then there is also like I think there's also a lot of cases of people feeling like they need to live outside of their means. You know? People feeling like they got to pull certain moves that perhaps they can't afford, so they go in debt. Which is sad. And also, I do think like a big part of it is, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think especially if you're a person that kind of puts your face out there in front of a lot of people, there are demons. There are demons that say crazy shit. But I think most of the time, a lot of insecurities that we hold are also just things that I don't know how much other people really notice. Because I'm not even gonna lie, like when I started putting my face out there and people were like cooking me for my appearance, it was most of the time for shit that like I never even thought about. The things that I was like kind of insecure about never really got brought up. Most of the time it was like totally new shit where I was like, I don't even notice shit like this. I don't even care about this. This hasn't even been like programmed into my brain. So like projecting. No, it's 100% projecting. Because, like, my example for it always has been the nose. I've never cared about my own nose. I've never noticed it, so I don't really, like, I've never in my brain gone, like, wow, that person has a really fucked up and ugly nose. Because it's just, like, not something I've ever thought about in my life. And then I see, like, other people who are, like, really, they love their main conversation topic is just people's noses. And I'm like, well, that's got to come from somewhere. Cosmetic surgery industry makes bank on selling people their insecurities back to them. Yeah, that's definitely a big part of them is they do have marketing budgets. And then it's like, you know, I mean, you kind of see it happening with the new kind of the new movements that are like, you see it a lot in celebrities too, where like, I guess it started with like Ozempic, and now it's like everybody's like starving themselves again. It's just like it snowballs so fast. And then it's like such a weird, it's like a really fucking weird conversation to have. Cause like, I don't really even know how I feel about like people like quote retweeting a picture of a celebrity who's like clearly going through an eating disorder and being like, eating disorder alert. Cause it's like, I don't know if like that doesn't really help anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't really, this isn't like benefiting anything really. Cause like when I was going through an eating disorder, like I kind of knew it. I knew I was going through an eating disorder. I knew I was like skin and bones. And when like people would point it out to me, it didn't really like make me be like, wow, I got to really fix this. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really, it's not really what fixed it for me. Cause I guess like really what started was getting like your body pointed out. That's what like I think kind of got the ball rolling. But then it's like, you know, you're dealing with like an older generation where like they don't fucking their brains are like not dialed into this frequency at all, so they're like kind of used to being like, oh, hello, person I haven't seen in a while. It is my social custom to immediately point out your appearance. Like fucking that was like my ritual is like anytime I'd meet like any of the older ladies in my family, they'd immediately like point something out about me. It would either be like, damn 18-year-old boy, your hairline looks rough, man. I think it's going. And I'd be like, thank you 55-year-old lady, I appreciate you pointing that out. Or when I came back from Texas and I was eating good in Texas. I went to like some family function and some lady who I don't really even know went like, oh wow, someone's putting a little fat on. And I was like, all right, cool, thank you. Appreciate it. Didn't really think about it. And then it's been like it was at like one of my family functions where, you know, one of the members of my family was getting a little chubby, which is fine. You get chubby sometimes, okay? Whatever. It's really like you're eating good, man. Sometimes you got to eat good, okay? It's fine. Like it's no big deal. And then someone frame one went, "Oh, a little gut. A little gut is appearing." And then obviously he was quite offended because it was someone that he didn't really know. So then there was a whole conversation had where it's like you can't really say things like that. You really shouldn't do things like that. And then like 6 months later, that person, because in this situation they went like, okay, my bad, I won't do it again. 6 months later, first fucking thing they say is the same fucking thing. And I was like, oh my fucking God, bro. What is going on? Like, that's crazy. At that point, I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on with you. This is like, this needs to be like investigated
Happy
further, but
Gaga.
we'll never know. We'll never know. Could be on. Thank you. Thank you. I think people demonize cosmetic surgery without thinking about it, so I think it's important to push back on people who refuse to leave room for nuance. Some people really do need it. I think it is like there's a lot of societal problems and worries that we have where I do think, yeah, some people take like the demonizing the individual route, and I just don't think it's like productive at all. I don't think it helps anybody. You know what I mean? It's not gonna make it so that someone, it doesn't have a snowball effect where people all of a sudden stop getting procedures. You know what I mean? It's just like a whole fucking, it's like one of those things where I think it's like a really, it's hard to answer the question of like, where do we go from here? You know, it's hard to say, where do we go from here? How do we make it so that at the end of the day, because I think this is the major goal is that we all just feel okay in our bodies the way that they are. That's like the beautiful end goal finish line that we can dream of. How do we get there? I don't know. Gonna be honest, I'm gonna put my hands up and say I got no fucking clue. All I can do is kind of try to, you know, try to put the energy that I want to receive from the world into the world. Step one, put ugly people back in movies. That is absolutely, we need ugly people. And by ugly people, you know what I mean. In the same way that I'm ugly. You know what I mean? And we need like, I do get sad. I do get sad when like a really good actor gets like a boatload of Botox as soon as they turn 40, because I'm like, oh, now you're gonna be playing like a 55-year-old teacher, and like the whole time I'm thinking like, no teacher looks like this. And it's like the eyebrows are not really moving anymore, and I'm like, oh, I wish that we didn't live in a world where you probably felt like career pressure to get this done, because you were probably like, I'm not gonna get hired if I don't do this, which is like so fucking stupid. Or like an 18th century peasant. Yeah. When someone's like in a fucking period piece with like veneers and shit. And I'm like, no. There was not a single fucking person. There was not a single person back then that looked like this. Bye, Catty Oops. Goodbye. So, you know, I don't know. Love when an actor has fucked up teeth. Like, OMG, what a beautiful thing. I agree. I agree 100%. Plus, if someone's too hot, they turn ugly to me, like a poison dart frog. Their aura. I mean, I think I generally. I mean, I think I agree. I'm not like. I that's just, I guess, not. That's not where I see the beauty in my eyes. See Barry Keoghan talking about people's reaction to his appearance. That one's like a thing where I'm like, I saw like a post today where I was like, I actually kind of fucking, this is real. Where I do think most conversations nowadays would benefit from like just hitting it with the that's kind of weird and then moving on with your life. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these like celebrity cheating scandals, because that's I think why like he started getting a bunch of shit. People become like so fucking invested where I'm just like, I don't know if this is like a productive use of your time whatsoever. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of things where it's not worth investing energy into. It's kind of the thing of like, we feel like, well, a lot of it is like Stan Wars and shit. You know, it's like at that point, it's like, this is not even like a genuine conversation, to be honest. This is like whatever. But like, I think it's okay for your own sanity's sake to have like certain things where you see a celebrity do it and you're fine with being like, man, I mean, that's shit. Oh, well. You know, we don't have to like fucking start like, I don't know what was happening to him, but I did see him like talking about how like I think people like really just start calling him ugly, which is I think one of my least favorite things is when I think there's like valid criticism and actual conversations to be had about a person, and people just immediately skip past that and go like, well, ugly, big nose, weird mouth, forehead too big. Because it's just fucking stupid. It's stupid, and it is kind of true. The point of this person really probably isn't even going to see your specific comment. They might see like the big avalanche of it that is happening. But realistically, it's like people with these features are going to look at it and be like, well, I fucking feel like shit. You know what I mean? It's just lame. It's lame. It's kind of it feels incredibly low intelligence, to be honest. If you want to if you want to take part in a lot of these like more serious conversations, I think you can't come in with these fucking low intelligent ass approaches, frankly. I think it is like you can't like you're almost like not even mature enough to fucking sit down for this, because you can't avoid the most childish urge of just going like, you're ugly. You're fucking ugly. And that's like, you know, like, I don't know, the whole like fucking Chapel Roan shit. I'm not gonna lie, like my number one approach to anything with her at this point is that I don't believe anything that people are saying about her, because I think after she said that whole thing about like during the election when she was like talking about Kamala or whatever, I think after that people have like really had her in their sights to the point where like people have started treating paparazzis like a fucking protected class. My fucking whole thing on the paparazzi thing is, if you sign up for that job, you know what you're signing up for. If you get fucking yelled at, I'm not going to be like, oh baby, oh little baby, come here, let me give you a hug. You got yelled at because you were fucking taking pictures of someone. Because like I understand like the whole like paparazzi thing is, some of it is, there's parts of it that are like, you know, it's like mutually beneficial. There's celebrities who like invite the paparazzi, they like tip them off where it's like, I'm going to be here, you blah 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 blah. So there's like part of that game that is like played by both sides. But like I don't give a shit. I don't give a fucking shit how you talk to these people. You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't fucking care. I think they 100% know what they're getting themselves into. And low key, I think they're fucking excited when you're yelling at them, because they're like, oh my God, I get to sell this. I get to go to TMZ now and say, I got yelled at. You know what I mean? And then like, you know, the whole bodyguard thing. I just don't have the energy to me to be like, oh, fuck Chapel Roan. Because I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. It's fucking, you know. How Chapel hasn't been arrested for manslaughter yet is beyond me. I don't like, I think everyone is, and I think this is always kind of what happens, but I think everyone is understandably really frustrated with everything. And I think what happens a lot of the time is people just always channel their fucking frustrations towards the wrong fucking things. You know what I mean? It happens on like every level. Every situation, it just always gets directed at the most like random fucking bullshit, and it just turns like these random conversations into, I don't know, like it's just like not I've actually gotten like way better at staying off of Twitter, and I'm happy for myself because I guess I was addicted. I don't know what my problem was. I just had to keep like crawling back onto that site, even though every time I log off and I'd feel like shit. But now I'm like a way more out of it, and I do feel that I feel okay. I feel better. Twitter discourse is crazy today. Can't even imagine. Can't even imagine what they're talking about today. And then I also like I was talking about this during the Oscar stream about like kind of, I think there's a lot of like cognitive dissonance that happens when you engage with celebrity culture on any level. But sometimes it's like really interesting to me because I think there's celebrities that their name is in the shitter, deservedly. Perfect. But then you notice that there are some people where like, especially a lot of these people that get like super invested in, there's some celebrities where like, if you really look into them, there's a lot of info out there where you can kind of open your eyes and be like, well, this is kind of shit. But I guess because like people like them, or like somehow at some point in the chain of information, it's like blocked off, where like the conversation about that specific person doesn't reach like the general public. There's like there was a lot of that during the Oscar season too, where like obviously there was conversations about, you know, like Sean Penn, for example, deservedly. I mean, that guy is like a real piece of shit, and that's one where like people just love to, especially I think in the industry, they just kind of love to avoid the skeletons in his closet. But then, you know, there was like a bunch of other people too, which I didn't know this. Kind of awkward. Michael B. Jordan also had a little bit of a weird phase where he fucking what was that guy's name? Jonathan Majors. He did like a whole like press tour with him where he was like, he's gonna come back. He needs to come back. He deserves this. Which is like, that was like another thing that just like didn't reach the conversation. Like a lot of people were rooting for Michael B. Jordan off the fact of like, well, at least he's a good guy. You know what I mean? So it gets that conversation gets like so like, because at the end of the day, like these people are celebrities. They're so out of touch. Like every single one of them will get, a lot of them are just like completely fucking weird people. I think if you met them on a personal level, you'd be like, this is like one of the fucking weirder and probably shittier people I've met. There's a lot of them that I think would leave that impression, you know? So it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, I think that's why I'm like so like, that's why like all I can really say in these conversations is that I'm like really tired and I'm burnt out because I just don't know, like, I don't know what we're doing anymore, you know? Yeah, like the purity test. It's kind of exhausting because it's just not consistent. It's a very exhausting kind of environment, I think, to be in, because it's so inconsistent. We should, that is true. We should never really idolize any of these people. We should never really idolize anyone, except if you have like a chill ass grandma or something. That would probably be, that's fine. That's probably like a better approach. Is like maybe like, because I think we do kind of have this need to idolize. I think it's like so built into us. So maybe we should try to localize it a little bit. we should try to localize it towards maybe the people that can even hear us. You know? Have you ever met a celebrity? I've met a couple, but it was like so brief that it's like that's the thing, is like a lot of like celebrity, a lot of like the celebrity conversations go as well, is like is people will go like, well, this story about the celebrity absolutely cannot be true because I had a 15-second interaction with them inside of a restaurant and they were amazing. Would you count Freddie Dredd? I wouldn't really count anyone that I know personally. Because, no disrespect to Freddie Dredd, he is a very famous man. He's probably one of the more famous people I know personally. I didn't know who he was before I met him. So, like, I don't really know, like, the perspective. It's like, I can say, like, I met Post Malone, you know? That's, like, that's a celebrity that I met. And that's like someone that I when I met them, I was like, this is a celebrity. You know what I mean? That's like the kind of interactions that I would count. But like I wouldn't count anybody that I've met through fucking content creation as like a celebrity encounter, because that's just like not. I don't think that's really what it is. I met Kevin Chamberlain, Bertram from Jesse. See, now that's the kind of like celebrity interactions I want more of. I want to meet Bertram from Jesse, bro. I met Ross Lynch. I've met Bella Thorne. Because I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't partake in celebrity culture. I love it to some extent. I think it's like some of these people are like so insane that it's like a TV show in its own right, you know, following their like life and whatever. Or what it's. I won't lie that, like, you know, it's obvious, and I love movies. Obviously. So I'm not like saying this as a thing of like, I'm actually better than you, because I don't, like, I do the same thing. But it is, I don't know. That's another, like, on like a societal level, we need to like assess like what kind of like level are we letting the celebrity hold. Hi, Canadian. When I meet you IRL, it'll be my biggest flex. Nah, that's crazy. Because then, you know, it does kind of also tie into, because I do think celebrities also hold kind of a role in just like the body image issues that we have. I think that's definitely like a factor in it too. I was a directioner when I was little. I fuck with idolizing so hard, unfortunately. I think what helped me was I mean, this is the thing as well, as like I definitely still have, you know, a couple celebrities where I'm like, huh, or I go like, oh, but a lot of the people that I was really obsessed with as a teenager ended up being like real pieces of shit. So that really helped me a little bit. I was like, damn, I guess they're all just pieces of shit. But I also, yeah, I think I think there are celebrities that kind of serve as a blank canvas as well. And I think they purposely do it so, where they don't give away too much so that it's easier to kind of cling onto them and project whatever you want onto them. The most like, I mean, honestly, like the example out of like our side of the culture, I think would be Schlatt. I think Schlatt really like managed to get people to do that during like quarantine days. I think there was like a lot of, I mean, it was with like Minecrafters in general, I think. I think there were a lot of people that like kind of clinged onto him and then were projecting this like image onto him that I was like, you guys are going to be so fucking mad. You guys are going to be so fucking mad within like a month. And that's what kept happening. Every month they would find a new fucking thing to be mad about. And I mean, like, I guess like I even saw this happening with myself where sometimes I would see like during quarantine, I'd see people write these like long paragraphs about me. And I'd be like, this isn't me. I don't know who the fuck, like it was usually like very sweet, but it would always kind of make you anxious because you would analyze the text that was written about you and you'd think like, I feel like this really isn't me. And I feel like this person's going to be like really disappointed someday because they've like created almost like a fictional character around me. The small beanification of J Schlatt felt like mass hysteria. I think it was just like fucking quarantine brainworms. I think a lot of very young kids being on the internet 24/7. And I think a lot of them were also kind of introduced to a lot of conversations for the first time. It was I still like think about it all the time because it was such a unique time. There were a lot of like 12-year-olds calling the shots. A lot of 12-year-olds calling the shots, and it was honestly, it's almost like a really fascinating experiment of like what would a society look like when it's ran by 12-year-olds. Some of them being adults, though. Yeah. Some of them were adults, which I was always kind of like, I don't know if you're an adult or if you're like one of those 12-year-olds that's ashamed of being 12, so you accidentally like lied yourself too old. You know what I mean? Because like when you're 12 and you like lie yourself to be like 15 or whatever, it's like, okay, you know, you might get caught, but like it's not that crazy. But then when they're like, I'm 25, it's like, well, I don't know, man. And then there's like the people who are still on the fucking, you know, they're on the dream team side of things. And every now and then on social media, when I see someone in hot water for something that used to be like kind of dream affiliated, I'm like, huh, this is like a really kind of like extreme tweet. I click on their profile. Dream team for life, baby. Dream is the sweetest. I love George. Age and location, 26. And I'm like, okay, so you're still like kind of leveraging like these call outs because this person didn't like your dream years ago. His name is George. No, George is his creepy friend. His name is Clay. His name is Clay. Like one of the first streams I ever watched of yours was during COVID, and there was people in chat mad at you for making a joke about liberals and calling you a Republican. I don't really even remember that, but that does sound like something that would happen. Which is like, you know, I don't know. It's kind of funny because nowadays it's like every now and then, like in chat, I'm like, wow, this person is like way more woke than me. They're outwoking me. This is crazy. And then I like think back to the time where like it felt like I was somehow the one that was like, like my chat was just full of like a bunch of either like centrists or like 13-year-old liberals. So a lot of the time when I'd say like anything that like didn't fit that specific bubble, there would always be like someone that'd be like, oh, you know what, man, you're like really funny, but like maybe you shouldn't fucking talk about shit like this. And it was like, so now whenever like that kind of shit happens, well, I'm like, well, I'm at least like glad that I guess we're here now. We're in like a different. I'm glad to. I'd rather be outflanked in that direction, to be honest. I think that's like better in a lot of ways. What's up, Chiblee? But like, yeah, I don't know. The whole like a lot of the political landscape of quarantine was really fascinating. Because I think the number one problem with it was that I don't fault them for being young, because I think you'd rather want the young kids to like be a little bit more like that than just be like, you know, racists. I think that was like it's overall it's better. But the problem with it is that because they were so young, there wasn't really any like specific ideology attached to it. They hadn't like really read about like, okay, we have a goal, we want to get there. How do we get there? How could you go get? How would you like? What is like the history? Yeah, it was very reactionary, super reactionary. It was all vibes. But yet somehow it felt like they did believe that the revolution was going to start on MCYT Twitter. So it was like because like that's the one thing I remember is during quarantine, a lot of people would ask Hassan. They would be like, "You got to debate some of these children on Twitter, some of these like dream stands on Twitter." And like he made the same point where he was like, "Well, I'm not gonna fucking do that. Like these are just kids, you know. They're like kind of annoying and stupid right now." But like most of them are going to grow out of it, which I think a lot of people did. A lot of people did grow out of it, and they've kind of managed to become more pointed and understand more about like why the world is the way that it is, and like what could you do personally? What kind of like, no matter how small, like what can you do? I think most people did kind of evolve out of that, which is normal because I think when you're 12, it's just kind of how your brain works. To me, it's interesting now that so many of the progressive side of things during the beginning of the pandemic were so adamant about wearing masks and COVID being a workers' right issue, but are now talking and acting in the same way conservatives do when you ask them to ask shit like, do you expect us to mask forever? And calling people delusional and hypochondriacs as if COVID doesn't still disable and maim people in similar, if not worse, rates. Yeah, that was just like I think that's just like COVID fatigue. To be honest, I think for a lot of people, and I mean, I'm not gonna act like I put a mask on when I go outside. But I think the COVID fatigue like hit everybody, and everybody was just kind of like, it hit a wall, and everybody was like, well, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. But I do think what COVID kind of taught me to do is if I'm sick, I don't go anywhere. I think before COVID, there would be times where I'd really like force myself out because I felt like a pressure to. But now I'm like when I'm sick, I don't care what's happening. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care. But honestly, I think masks are still low key. Like I think masks should be mandatory in airports. I think literally every time I get sick, it's from an airport. I think we need to fucking. There needs to be like mandatory masks, and people need to like follow you around with a hand sanitizer. We need to invest like billions of dollars into just like thousands of people in every airport that just like chase you down with hand sanitizer. Because that I feel like that is literally where I get sick every single time. Like all weird looks for wearing a mask at an airport. See, that's the one thing I never. That's the one thing that is kind of like really annoying about it is like, if you don't want to wear a mask, then like why are you being all up in each like other people's business about it? You know what I mean? Not the point of conversation, but I'm thinking of going to Romania this summer. It was fun. Romania is fun. So I recommend it. I always feel like a freak when I wear a mask though. I just feel like I look like a freak, period. So that wouldn't be what stops me. I wish we got on the mask meta pre-COVID so there wasn't this weird stigma. Yeah. Lady in my work was wearing a mask, and this other guy was like, "Why is she doing that? We don't need to." Yeah, I don't know. People are insane, and I think a lot of people just don't know how to like coexist. I really do try to. I tried to at least like employ a fucking lifestyle of like I try to fucking think about what other people are doing as little as possible. In a negative way, that is. As long as it's like all, above board, normal, kind of not harming anybody type shit. I just don't care because what am I going to do about it anyways? Yeah. Pretty much. I got my big ass septum ring hoping that scares some of these maggots. But like they all think I'm like them. Because of your septum ring? I do have like I think it's because I'm like bald white guy. But like I do feel like I somehow enable like some real freaks to come up to me and just say some like crazy shit. And then they like nudge me. I was like, right? Right? Do you agree with like the most insane fucking thing that you've ever heard in your life? I just fucking hate it, dude. I hate it so fucking much. Shibli DoorDash driver. Oh, has he talked about it? Has he talked about his driver? His driver's insane. His driver is like, I forget like the specifics of it, but he has like a driver that like he's like a reoccurring driver that when he orders food arrives at his door, and then like in the few second interaction that they have, he just always manages to say something really racist. He just like fucking fires that shit into the universe immediately, speedruns that shit. People are always confessing weird shit to me because I have a pleasant, blank expression and reveal nothing about myself. I think for me, it really is just a lot of like, a lot of men, and they approach me with like some of like the worst topics that some of the men love to talk about, and then they hope for me to be like, oh goody, I've been waiting for someone that's a piece of shit to come talk to me. I've been waiting. I've been so excited. And I hate it. Like, I think, I'm not gonna lie, like, there is like a part of me where in certain situations, like, I also don't like talking to men. I'm gonna be honest, like, there's some situations where like I'm like, I just can't, I fucking hate interacting with other men sometimes. Like, I just hate it. It is like such a fucking annoying interaction every fucking time. You know? It depends on like where I'm at. But like sometimes I'm like, fuck me, bro. I would rather like fucking get shot in the leg right now than talk to this man. Like, I just can't fucking do it. Just nothing between those ears, bro. Because they drop like some of the most misogynistic shit out of nowhere. Ugh, I hate when like random guys start like doing some like real fucking creepy ass talking with you, where it's like, oh, I fucking love big fucking asses. And I'm like, I'm not fucking having this conversation with you, bro. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck even are you, man? We don't even know each other. I just can't fucking do it, man. I can't like look them in the eye and be like, yeah, I'd love to talk to you about this. Unprompted is crazy. So much of it is completely unprompted. It's exhausting. Do they actually do that? Well, not like everybody, but like every now and then you'll just have a dude who like thinks that this is the way to like start a conversation with someone that you've never met before, where it's just like some like real fucking creepy shit. And I'm like, fucking Christ. Because I usually just hit him with the, okay, cool, dude. Really cool. I try to like sarcasm them out of the situation, and then sometimes you realize like, oh my God, this guy can't fucking tell. So then you have to be like, I don't want to talk about this. And then they get like all like, they always get like really fucking annoying about it too, where like they never just like let you get out of the conversation by being like, oh, my bad, I apologize. Where they're like, oh man, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, come on, man. Oh, what the hell, bro? It's also suspicious that he opts for a hypersexual topic because what are we trying to prove here? Yeah, I think a lot of it is. A lot of it goes into the whole thing of like when some men are having sex with women, they're just kind of thinking about other dudes and how like cool it would be to tell them that like, oh, I had sex with a woman. And like I can't have anything happen during this sexual intercourse that might make me look lame in front of the guys that are not even here. Like it's just fucking, it's just fucking exhausting and shit. And honestly, a big part of that is also that it's fucking boring. A lot of these conversations that I have with these men, I'm like, this is so fucking boring. I feel like I'm actively fucking dying inside listening to you speak. I feel like you are robbing me of my fucking life. Like that's like genuinely the point where I'm at with it. Where I have so little like, cuz I think when I was younger, part of it was like not being like very confrontational, but also part of it was just like being like, well, if I just keep nodding, it'll go away. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't have enough life left. And I'm not saying that as like, oh, I'm so old. Part of it is like, I genuinely feel like if I don't start like
Bleh.
telling these people to fuck off, because number one, I think that's like kind of the correct thing to do. And number two, if I don't tell you to fuck off, I'm going to be like 58 years old and I'm going to open my eyes and be like, I've wasted my fucking life talking to people like you. Like that's genuinely the point where I think I'm at with it. Hunter, thank you for the 18 months. I love you, Hunter. Do you get the sense that they're stuck in like a half animal state? The sense that I get is that I think it doesn't take like a lot. I don't think you need to dig deep into like the way that gender kind of indoctrinates us into giving these performances. You don't really need to think deep about it all to, I think, reach that understanding. And a lot of it just boils down to that where I'm like, you're just putting on this fucking show for me. And I wish you would just understand that I don't fucking care about this. And I wish that we could just talk like two normal people. You know, like it's just, this isn't impressing me in the slightest. In fact, it's very much having like the opposite effect. So I wish we could just drop it. And like, I don't know, like talk about like the fucking, like we can have like a fucking male conversation. Let's talk about steak. You know what? I'll fucking talk to you about steak. Not the gambling site, but the meat. I don't want it to, I've had people talk to me about the fucking gambling site too. It's fucking unbearable. It's unbearable because the whole time I just want to grab them on. I say, you have a fucking gambling problem. Okay. You're going to fucking ruin your life. You have a problem. You need to figure this out. But then it's like, well, now I'm like fucking, I don't want to play that big of a role in this person's life, to be honest. I don't know who this is. I would happily talk to anybody about the weather. I love pointless small talk. I love small talk that has like no fucking small talk with a stranger where like I don't have to learn anything about you because sometimes I feel like I'm just disappointed so much of the time. Pointless small talk where it doesn't tie to anything. I love it. Because it feels like I'm actually talking to a human being in the world. We're kind of exchanging our experiences. I used to be like, oh, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. But then, you know, I developed like a more romantic view of it where I'm like, damn, we're two grown-ass human beings, but we're still kind of being like, isn't it crazy that this can happen to you while you live? Like, isn't rain like a crazy thing that happens? Like, I think that's kind of beautiful, you know? I almost feel like small talk is like such an important kind of component of keeping life interesting. Because I think, I mean, sometimes I do laugh to myself where it's like, talking about the weather again. That's funny. But I'm also like, I feel like if I let go of talking about the weather, then I feel like I'm kind of like submitting to the fact like, oh, this is all fucking, you know, this is all so routine and natural and boring and whatever. Small talk is so important. It is. It really is. Because I don't agree with this idea of like every conversation needs to be like really fucking important. I fucking think that's a crock of shit. I think it's good to have important conversations, but like fucking man, sometimes let's just talk about like, I don't know, man, the fucking car that's next to us in the street. I guess I'm just too awkward for small talk. I think, I mean, obviously everybody has a different experience with it, you know. But I'm someone that's felt like very alien in a lot of social interactions growing up. Like I really struggled, and I felt like I was constantly like putting on a mask. I think what really helped me was just like I need to not run away from the awkwardness. Because it's going to happen with me. It's going to happen. Like, just the way I am, it's going to get awkward sometimes. And I need to just acknowledge that this is like an emotion that I need to face and deal with. And it does make it like a little bit easier because I'm like, well, it's here. And it's fine. I have a very hard time like initiating and finding topics to talk about, but whenever I do end up talking with someone and they lead into like different topics and things to talk about, I just love when I meet someone where I'm like immediately I'm like, ah, you know, fuck it, let's riff, bro. I always think about this one guy that I met outside of a pub in Brighton where I just like, I don't know what the fuck. We started talking about like penises, but in like a fun way, and then I started making this joke about how like Estonia has a really small penis size on average. And I was just like making up all these like random facts, and he was like fucking dying laughing. And then he was like well, I'll see you on the inside. And I never saw him again. But I was like, that was like a beautiful moment that we had. Beautiful fucking interaction. Or like when I met these like two Slovakian dudes at the urinal. And I went like, dude, what's your accent? And they were like, oh, we are from Slovakia. And I was like, oh, that's lit, dude. I drove through Slovakia once. And then while we're like pissing into the urinal, dicks in our hands, we're like fucking talking about Slovakia and Estonia and shit. The piss was like really long. And I'm like, see, this is the kind of shit that where I'm like, dudes are awesome. This is the shit where I can like comfortably be like, dudes are awesome. Dudes are great. I'm having a great time just like pissing into a urinal. You got a lot of penis in your small talks. I mean, that's true. That's how I feel when a Trader Joe's employee talks to me at the cash register. I do always get nice dopamine when I talk to the ladies at my corner store. A little small talk with them always gives me nice dopamine. But I do hate urinals. So you only like talking to guys when it's about penis? Well, not exclusively. But sometimes it happens. But yeah, most of the time I despise urinals. I can really only use a urinal when I'm like really drunk. Yeah, I'm not really piss shy when I'm drunk. But if I'm sober, I will stand at the urinal, dick in my hand, and just nothing is coming out. And then the like really embarrassing retreat to a stall where like after standing there for like a minute with my dick out, I'm like, well, it's not happening. I got to go to the stall. Then that's like always really embarrassing. I wish women had urinals. That would be crazy. I mean, you guys can, try that out if you want. I don't recommend them. I think, every once in a blue moon you'll have a beautiful interaction. But most of the time it feels like you feel like cattle, really. Especially when it's the urinal that's like one big urinal. Cuz it's like one thing when it's like individual urinals, but when it's like the one big fucking the fucking trough, I don't know. It's not good. It literally feels like you're a farm animal. Can you watch this? I be in a boy's bathroom like.
I be in a boy's bathroom like.
Yo, who in here? Who in here? Anybody in here?
But I just hate public bathrooms, to be honest. I just hate them. Like when you're in a stall and someone's like pulling on the door, it makes me want to die. Because I'm like, come on, bro. You can see that it's locked. There's usually a big red thing that says, I'm locked. You don't need to pull on it, okay? I will be done when I'm done. You will, and oh, dude, one time I was in a urinal and some guy was having like some real emergency and he was like knocking on the door. He's like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, man, I really gotta go. Can you just like hurry? Can you like maybe cut it short? And I was like, what? I was like, what? So then I literally, because I take a long piss, I had to stop mid piss, which was insane. But that made it easier to transition to the urinal. Because it was already like, it was begging to come out. Someone opened my door while I was pulling up my underwear once and it stunned me so bad. Dude, that's actually that's straight out of nightmares, I'm gonna be honest. Someone in the other stall ever asked you for toilet paper? No, because, and you know what my fear is? I feel like the men in Estonia, if there's no toilet paper in the stall, they just won't wipe. I'll be honest, I think that's what my fear is. I think they'll just get up and walk off. Is it true guys will pull their pants all the way? Like at the urinal, they'll just like, I've honestly never in the wild seen someone outside of like elementary school. Because elementary school, you would sometimes walk into the bathroom and then your classmate would be in there just complete butt cheeks out, pissing into the urinal, and you'd be like, well, that's crazy. But I think grown men doesn't really happen. These days I can't hold my bladder anymore, so I always piss myself just before I pull my pants down. Always? That's crazy. Pissed in a stall that didn't lock but could be jammed closed, and I realized that after I pissed I didn't have toilet paper, and as I was waiting for my thing to air dry, some girl came in and kicked the door open. Oh, I can't believe it. Getting new glasses today. Pray for me that I get good glasses. I'm just going to be like really specific with the person at the store today, where I'm going to be like, because I think sometimes I haven't been specific with them enough to help them properly recommend me frames. I'm going to be like, I need to mitigate the disaster of having this high prescription as much as possible. Because sometimes they'll be like, oh, here are the biggest frames we have, which are like the worst thing you can get when you have a high prescription. You record little videos and angle your face around to see an emotion. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I think I'm going to do that. Bring a friend. I don't trust any of my friends. I feel like all of my friends, I go to the thrift store with them and they say, oh, this looks amazing on you. And then I buy it, and then like 2 days later I realize like, oh my God, they were just saying yes to anything. They were saying yes to absolutely anything in the world. Live stream there. Look, I've spent enough time in a character creator with you guys to know that if I went to you guys for advice, I'd never get out of that store. We'd be in that store probably for like 6 hours. I also realized I have a cameo to record, which I didn't know because it didn't send me a notif. But after this, I got to record a cameo with my broken ass fucking glasses. So if you're the person who requested that cameo, you're getting a real rare one. You're getting a real rare one of me with my fucked up glasses. It'll be a fun 6 hours though. It'll be really fun when the lady in the store is like, I need you to get the fuck out. You've been here for 3 fucking hours. I can't keep attending to you. I need you to fuck off. I will wait, maybe that's meta. She will be like, I will give you free glasses if you fuck off. Well, I guess tomorrow I can show you guys. I can bring a picture to you guys. Anyone else just been looking at the corner, Aksel? Do the pose. That's kind of it. Not really. What about that? You're not gagging? I can gag right now. Do you clean your nose ring, or is it just there, not in a weird way? I have to clean mine. I do clean it, but what I will say, I mean, there's a chance that this is because it's in your nose. So you just can't tell. But I feel like the nose ring is probably one of the more, it doesn't smell as bad as, for example, my ear piercings, which I clean all the time relentlessly. I'm like, oh, Jesus. There's always like some kind of odor coming from there. Septum, I've heard that septums stink. I have heard that. But my nose ring is fine. I need to get a new one, to be honest. Do you want another piercing? No, honestly, I think I'm good. I don't really have anything that I would get. If that nose ring, do you answer? That's awesome, bro. Is blowing your nose an issue? I've always wondered that about a nose piercing. Nope. It's not. It's pretty chill. Probably have to end stream in a second because I gotta get ready. I gotta shower. I gotta have breakfast. Are you doing movie night? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow with not the new glasses yet, but I can show you probably what I have, what I got. Wait, this looks awesome. Wish list. All right, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, y'all. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. See you soon. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.